This is the Too Cute Crochet kit by Hinkler, and I believe this is coming out in the US shortly. It's currently available widely in Australia. I bought this with my own money and I want to give it a fair review. It includes everything you need. We'll see. Now it includes yarn, a 3mm crochet hook, stuffing, a needle, and a 24-page instruction booklet. And I think the real key with this kit is how good is the instruction book. Generally, I think a video is a better way to learn to crochet than a book, but I'll be interested to see how this works. Now, as spoilers here, I already know how to crochet, so here is a hat that I have made, but I crochet really weirdly and left-handed. So let's have a look at what's included. The stuffing was on the back. Oh, I've spilled it everywhere. So we get the stuffing, we get some yarns, and then, oh, under all of that we have a crochet hook. For this, I will be using this crochet hook to see how good it is. After the first project, I may switch. And then this is our instruction book. First up, it's got the bee. Oh, the bunny's so cute. Oh, that's an adorable whale. Oh, I didn't get a needle in this kit, but it needs a needle. The box says it has a needle. That's really annoying, and I will be supplying my own needle. For crochet or for knitting, you need these kinds of needles. Notice how much, this is the largest sewing needle I have, and this is the smallest crochet yarn needle that I have. This book talks about using a 4mm needle, but this is a 3mm hook. They also recommend starting with a cotton yarn, and this is acrylic. The next problem is the stitch diagrams. I think it would be extremely hard to learn to crochet from these instructions. There's just not enough step pictures. This picture is just showing you what the stitches look like at the end. This picture for single crochet, that's double crochet for Brits, doesn't actually show you the key part, the key step where you have the extra loops and you only pull through some of them. None of this shows you how to hold the crochet hook with your hand. Right here is the only time someone's holding it with their hand, and they're not holding the rest of the crochet with their hand. It shows you nothing about how to do this left-handed. Immediately in the first pattern, they're starting with all the abbreviations. It really, really should start with the full words. It would also be handy if they introduced you to crochet charting. I think charts really are like the international language of crochet. This kit gives instructions to do things that it never explains how to do. So it explains how to fasten off in the stitch guide, but then it says change to black yarn. It does not explain how to join yarn. It just says change. These look like pretty cute patterns. I'm gonna try this bee out, see how much I can make with the included supplies, and see how these instructions are. I will be crocheting in my super weird way. I recommend that you do not crochet like I do. Off camera, I started on the adorable bunny. I am sick of this. I've made 3 attempts now at the ears, and each time they've come out looking different. This one I can't even undo anymore because the yarn has split so much. I've had enough. So I'm gonna bust out some yarn from my stash to test the rest of the pattern with, but I don't want to use this anymore. I'm not having fun. I've now finished the stuffing that came with the kit. I successfully made the bee, although my bee is a bit wonky. In the end, I made the rest of the rabbit out of some other yarn. Also, I sewed it together weird so it looks more like a Pokemon than a rabbit. After my rabbit troubles, I was not keen to continue, but I did do the owl. I did it slightly differently from how the patterns. I did not make the snail because I think the snail is kind of boring. I didn't make the chick. I did make the whale. I didn't have too many problems with the whale pattern, but it does tell you to repeat step 1 when it means step 10. So there's a typo in the book there. I also overstuffed this and understuffed this, and these two have the right amount. And I have a little bit of some leftover colors, but I'm out of stuffing. So even if I wanted to make strangely colored chicken or snail, I don't have anything to stuff it with. The crochet hook is fine. I got no needle in my kit again, so that's a bit of a disappointment. I'm really not sure who this kit is for. This book seems to be targeted at a mix of people who've never crocheted before and people who are really familiar with crochet. There's some strange stuff that gets left out, like they don't explain the difference between UK and US crochet terminology, but they do explain the difference between the crochet hook sizes. I don't understand. It's really not appropriate for someone who's new, and the actual projects themselves are not great first projects. They're just a bit too hard. The other thing is the order of the projects is strange. They're not ordered from easiest to hardest. The whale is a lot easier than the bunny. But if I was ordering the book, I would order it bee, whale, owl, bunny. Intermediate people might enjoy just the book. Intermediate crocheters probably already have a 3mm hook and they know where to buy yarn. I'm not really sure who this kit is targeted at, except perhaps me. I do have a 3mm hook and I do have yarn, but it was convenient to have it all in one package. So would I recommend this kit? Maybe. It's reasonably priced, so you can make some cute things. I enjoyed crocheting these things, so yeah, conditional recommendation. Conditional on this kit is not for beginners.